Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Saturday, June 18th, 2022. The tarot card for today is the Six of Cups. This one is labeled Six of Shells, and it comes to us from the Spirit Song Tarot by very popular tarot artist Paulina Cassidy. She has this one labeled Sentiment and Joy, and I gotta confess right up front here, I actually had to redo this one because when I moved on to do tomorrow's, I realized that I crossed information from 2 days. So that's the next thing I want to mention. Mercury finally leaves shadow today. That list of things that you have that you want to do when Mercury retrograde is out of your way, you can work on that tomorrow. Okay, not today. Just me confusing information with Mercury in home sign of Gemini and still in shadow. Yeah, it can happen, which is why I like to work ahead and, double check myself as much as I can because it's very easy for Mercury to confuse you. Now, today we're working with, for the major part of your day, an Aquarius moon, all right? And it's going to make a couple of aspects itself, a square to Venus, a conjunction with Saturn, and a trine with the Sun. We also have a very difficult aspect happening today, a major aspect, which is a square between Venus and Saturn before the moon moves into Pisces this evening. And also happening is a sextile between Venus and Neptune. Kind of splitting hairs here because it's happening around midnight, so we're going to call it today. But it's one I really, really like, okay? And I can see the Pisces moon and the Neptune influence here affecting our card and our outlook. And I know so many of you, I think this is a good card for a Saturday. I really, truly do. In all aspects, whether you want to take time out to stop and smell the roses, get together with an old friend, those kind of things. The only thing I really, there's a lot there that's possible. But I also want to say that with that, whole Venus and Saturn thing, I would not go calling up people that, added a lot of grief to your life in the past, thinking that things were going to be good now and that you could have an enjoyable conversation or something. Because, Saturn's going to remind you why it ended in the first place, okay? There's, the possibility here today of things like money feeling tight and relationships feeling strained. So I wouldn't get too overly into. But if you want to enjoy the day with people you can have a good time with, a bestie you haven't seen in a long time, something like that will work. And insofar as the other that I mentioned with, Venus and Neptune, I have to say this, and even if it went back to someone in the past, if it was worth it, if there was a hard time, okay, tomorrow you're clear of all that, Mercury retrograde shadow. It's done and over. Mercury's moving full speed. Venus and Neptune can really show you, I think the good in a relationship, maybe the passion. And I'm just thinking, if you've been waiting, it might be a good time to go setting up a date. Would I do it today? Depends on how lucky you feel. Me, I would wait until tomorrow, but definitely keep it in mind because I think that this transit can help you with that. It can help you with a number of things. If you read about it on my calendar of planetary events, it talks about, this actually is something that happens 4 times this year. This particular one is the best one, and I think we'll find it relates very well to tomorrow's card as well. So basically today, enjoy yourself. Don't, go getting stuck back in the past, on memory lane, I like to call it. I have to share a little thing here. I had someone who tried contacting me several times through other people's Facebooks, okay? And I wondered why. Even their deceased parent, they used their Facebook. And finally, they sent me a friend request or a message or whatever through their own. And I was like, Mercury retrograde came around, and I was like, let's see what this is all about. Okay, talk about people being stuck in the past, all right? Someone I've known since I was 12 years old. And I'm like, it's not that I have anything against all of these things, but to be so focused on the past, you miss what's coming up. And right now is a very crucial time. You can learn from your past, but you need to carry those lessons and move toward your future. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.